A wonderful good morning, my dear Virgos. Good to see you here. I am doing your spring reading today, your oracle reading. We're going to have a look at what is blocking your energies right now, and we're using for that this fantastic deck. It's called the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. Very gloomy pictures. I love them, full of wisdom and very deep. And we're going to use this to check out what's blocking your energies right now. And this year, the Wisdom of Hafiz deck, comparatively new, I think is absolutely beautiful. I love the artwork. Very good energy, very light, very positive energy in this. And this is what we're going to use to see how we can undo the blockages. Usually lots of the answers are already in this deck as well, but we're going to use this too. So, Virgo, let's have a look. There's one card already. That wanted out. There's this. And there's that. Interesting. Okay. Virgo, what is blocking your energies? Okay. There's a strong aura of or atmosphere of suffocation here going on. Lots of you are feeling as if they're suffocating, or suffocating, you're repressing your energies, something like that. Something about not being true to yourself. Let's start with this one here, the bride in a cage. Now these laser beams that are going to set off an alarm, surely, if she steps 1 foot out of line. An amazing card. We see a bride in a white, beautiful dress, but it's actually a mannequin wearing the dress. This is not a real bride. This dress has not been worn yet to an actual wedding. It's as if someone is waiting for something beautiful to happen. It's just not happening. And also quite startling and quite gloomy but fascinating is that she's having a skull instead of a living head, or just a normal looking face. So there is a situation here of there's some fakeness in this. It's as if we try so hard to make something positive happen, but a part of our soul feels as if it's dead or dying in the process. But here behind her, there is light, and all she needs to do is turn around and walk out, and she doesn't even need to go through these bars. She doesn't need to stand still either. So this is very much about uncaging yourself. Whatever this means for you, bringing that part of you that you feel is suffocating, has maybe died off a little bit, to bring this back to life. Very important. Oh man, this is quite cloying. Virgo, the second card is called Anger and Chains. Anger and Chains. We have a roaring lion. And it stands for the anger, the wild anger that some of you may feel inside. Anger and chains means either we've been chained, we've been caged. We could not live freely according to our true self. We may repress anger in order not to, this is actual walking. This is actual walking right here. She doesn't dare to move to the point of becoming a puppet or a mannequin, almost dead, so she doesn't want to go through these laser beams out of fear, to set off the alarm, right? That's the fear, to set someone's temper off. This is actual walking, and here we're putting a chain on ourselves sometimes, even though we want to break the chains and we feel so angry inside. Okay. The next card, the last one, hiding your true self. This, Virgo, is the same person. On one side we see how she hides the face, and in the other depiction we can see how the face, the cloth is drawn back a little bit. there is a part of yourself that feels still alive, and you allow to show freely because it's safe to do so. And there is another part that you're not showing because you don't feel it's safe to do so. There's the damn actual walking again. That's the same situation, the caged bride. It is, there's no way it can continue like this. You need to show up as who you really are, and you're going to feel alive again. Whatever part it is of you, there's a little bit of shadow work here that you feel is not integrated. Try to integrate this. Be bold and daring and actually look at this. What is it in yourself that you don't want to look at? Is it the fact that you have actually held still for so long that you feel something inside you has died off, and you maybe feel a bit of shame about this? Virgo, there is no need to feel shame about this. You tried your best and you loved that person dearly. Or you tried the best in a situation, if this is not about a romantic situation. You tried your best. But the anger that you may not even feel right now, because it's pushed down so far to the point of you don't even feel alive anymore. There's a numbness there, right? That anger, it needs to be released. We don't need to destroy anything in the process. We don't need to hurt anyone's feelings. It's all fine. But you need to feel it. You need to acknowledge that it's there. For goodness sakes, there's so much of it. Look at it. This is a powerful, powerful card. And it's like an explosion. It's like all these shapes and patterns and all that. Sorry, I can't get this to focus. Anyway, you've seen it before. So there's that. Oh man, this is really... You need to free yourself. No more exhale walking. What I find quite startling is how many of you have started to believe that everything is okay. I haven't had this in a reading before recently, so please watch out for this and ask yourself, truly, how many of you are actually believing everything is actually not that bad? Things are actually more or less fine? Really? Virgo? Honestly. Okay. This is, I don't have to explain why this is a blockage of your energy. This is absolutely crystal clear. Okay. One card fell already out, and this card is called Embrace Stillness. And we have here, there we go. We have these lotus flowers that are floating in the air and on the ground, and in the background there are palaces, and it's quite mysterious and beautiful. There's a lightness to it. Embrace stillness. It is as if we're truly in the moment. And this card, Virgo, wants to invite you to quieten the chatter that maybe tells you things are not quite that extremely bad, or I don't know what this is. You know, you need to wake up to the fact that a part of you is not feeling as alive as it's necessary for you to feel healthy and happy in your heart and soul. And for this you need stillness. You need to calm down the inner voice that wants to tell you to just move on, just make the best of it, just for another day. You can take it. You're bracing yourself for another day and another day of the same difficult situation. Hold still for a moment and be honest with you, even if it frightens the living daylight out of you, what truth may come from the stillness. But listen to your inner stillness and then learn from this where your happiness lies or where your unhappiness lies, and then you need to act accordingly. Okay. Very similar to this, but a little bit different. This card is called Study to Know Yourself. Where do you have, see this person sitting there with a book? You know, have a good look at your patterns, your behavioral patterns. Do you know them from your interaction with other people from the past, perhaps? Is it the same pattern you're falling into? Or there is something about your life right now, or about yourself right now, where it would be very, very good if you looked a little bit deeper into this. You know, there's almost for some of you a pathological people-pleasing, just not making waves, at all cost avoiding to make waves. This is not a healthy situation. So it can take courage. It can be quite frightening to look at that really, truly, but you're already looking for answers. That's why you're here. So this is good. Have the courage to do this. And the last card, hooray! I am so, so pleased this card came up. This card is called, lo and behold, protect your boundaries, Virgo. Look at that. You see how strong you are, how well you can protect your boundaries. People in future will need to, you know, prepare themselves for the strength that you have and that you show and your behavior, and that they have never seen before, that they didn't even thought was a part of you. There can be something of the shadow self theory about this, that maybe that strength, that aggressive, in a constructive, positive way, aggressive strength that you have inside of you, and with which you can protect your boundaries easily, quite easily, to be honest, because you're that strong, that you know, that you don't even want to look at that part of yourself, maybe because you have been told by others, or have told yourself for some reason or other, that all aggression is bad. But if anger that you feel is there to tell you a truth about an injustice that is happening to you, then to feel strength rising from the anger and use that strength to tell people, no more actual walking. No, this is my boundary. The line is in the sand right here. And, you know, it's up to them what they do with this. But your position is clear. They can be frightening, but, you know, there's nothing evil or bad about this. This is a very good thing to have. This is a very powerful thing to have. It is important for us to be able to do this. You know, to survive in the world, simply. And it's natural as well. It's a natural instinct of the stag to, you know, to protect the boundaries of his area. You know, that could be your body. Is something happening with your body that you don't like? Be it that you're dieting brutally and you're not feeling well. Is there someone else? Are you together? Excuse me, but I'm getting to something. For some of you, are you together with some sort of creep? Sorry, not sorry. Are you together with some sort of creep who is touching you in a way that you kind of just don't like, but you really don't know how to tell him or her, for that matter, because there are women that are creeps as well, by the way. So it depends on your situation. But what's going on here? There's something very physical about this. A stag is a very physical, powerful, strong, you know, all these muscles and everything. Very strong animal, very beautiful, graceful, lots of physicality here. There is an element of, it could have to do with your body. It could be that it's something you do to yourself. I've said the dieting thing already. It could be something completely different. It could be that you don't trust in your own success and you need to create boundaries towards yourself with regard to your fear of failure, where you're saying, you know what, I can't do this. I'm going to be that. I'm that strong, and I'm just going to do this. And I'm drawing the line in the sand towards myself. This is the boundary where I'm saying, you know, enough of the negativity, the pessimism. oh, I can't do this. Or, but I really want to. I really imagine what it would be like to, be successful at this, or never mind success, just do this. I don't even have the courage to do that. I really, really want to. Oh no, I don't dare to. Virgo, sort this. Live wild and freely and just free yourself from the cage, honestly. There's something about it making me so angry on your behalf. It might as well be that anger that many of you are repressing that I am feeling now. That has happened before. That's a known phenomenon, by the way. You have this phenomenon, with therapists know this very well. If they're having someone in front of them who's repressing anger like hell, as if their life is depending on it. And that person is talking about the most outrageous things in the calmest voice. And the therapist will experience huge anger. It's the anger that the person opposite them is refusing to feel at that point. There's a lot to be said for living a little bit more fearlessly, Virgo. And look at yourself. Where can you be stronger? Where can you be bolder? Freeing yourself from the cage and just live. There's something also about natural. This is not natural. The stag stands for the natural life. Seizing your district, living the life the way you want, knowing about your strength, knowing about your grace, your beauty, and then just doing it. Virgo, if this is not a spring reading, I don't know what is, because spring is all about renewal. It's about the power of, from the cold soil, from under the brown leaves, the cold dark nights. Life is coming back to us, and it's powerful, and it's reclaiming what it's how should I say this? There's something about reclaiming something that's natural anyway to you. And spring is doing this. Every spring we're not surprised to see the meadow full of daisies, but how powerful is this? So every year we're being reminded of, no matter how dark and cold the winter was, in real life and metaphorically speaking, it's the next spring will come, and that's the opportunity for us to, allow for our talent to grow, to feel our strength in our body, mind and soul, to grow ourselves, to be stronger, and to go out there in nature and feel one with nature and all of this. This is beautiful. But yeah, enough with the suffocation already. This is terrible. So Virgo, please be bold and make it happen. Have a wonderful spring. If possible, be safe and happy and well. And I see you around soon. And bye for now.